Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Blatch. I'm sorry. Not about my presence, my psychiatrist has told me to think more highly of myself. I'm apologizing for my name. Daniel. It is a name that probably conjures images of the worst detriments to today's society. I cannot think of a single good person named Daniel. My main bully at school was named Daniel. We were the two Daniels in our year level, so he called me DB because those were my initials, and I called him DH because he was a dickhead. Daniel Radcliffe. Never met the guy, but I've seen him on talk shows. You know, he's very charming and charismatic, and that really annoys me. And then there's the new guy. His name's Danny Mullen. He's been making videos for about 2 years now, has over 200,000 subscribers, and describes himself as an internet comedian. Folks, if someone ever describes himself as an internet comedian, just know that it's correctly pronounced unfunny comedian. Normally, I would let the most popular commentators of the day tear these guys to shreds, but nothing is being done about Danny Mullen. So I guess that means it's up to me to bring honor to the name Daniel again. Because right now, if your name is Daniel, you are a terrible person. Before I begin, I want to talk to any young people watching this video. The content I'm about to review contains high levels of coarse language and mature themes. So tell your parents that your younger sibling went for a joyride in the family Magna, and while they're yelling at him or her, enjoy my video.
What's up, brother? Hey, let me ask you something, man. How's the pussy up in that Las Vegas?
That is the first video I clicked on. I didn't edit this in any way. That is the first 3 seconds of the video. And what a question to open with. Move over, Larry King, because that is a probing question. Literally. It actually is a good question though, because I live in Adelaide, and you know, I've never asked that question about my area. So I'm going to text my friend Jade, how is the pussy in Adelaide? I'm shaking as I type it. There's the proof, and if I just click it, sent. So hopefully she gets back to me by the end of the video.
Someday you'll find out. Hey, I'll tell you this. When I come back, you can smell my fingers.
Quick fact, if someone tells you to smell their fingers, it's never a good smell. And the person who told you to smell them is probably awful. Exhibit A. In Danny Does Vegas, Danny Mullen documents one of his many weekends away at Las Vegas. Similar to when Godzilla rises from the Pacific Ocean to make a nearby city a really tense place to be. And he brought some of his best friends along for the ride. Let's get to know some of them now.
How long have we known each other? 10 years?
I hated you at first, though.
Did you really?
I didn't hate you. I thought you were funny.
What was it? You hated me or you thought I was funny? Those are two very different things.
Should've gone with your gut, man. Humans are the only animals that don't listen to their gut instinct. And look where it's gotten you. You're with Danny Mullen.
Children, dude. I'm spiritual.
No, you're not. What are you talking about?
I am a spiritual person.
I'm spiritual is guy talk for this woman will be more attracted to me if I say I'm religious, but I don't want to lie just in case God is real and strikes me down. I know because I've done it before. These aren't really jabs at Danny himself, but you can tell a lot about a person by the company they keep. That's why I don't keep a company. Not because I'm socially awkward, but because I like keeping people on their toes.
In this post-Harvey Weinstein world, it'll be kind of like hippily ironic if you just sit there and let me sexually harass you.
I don't think that's what irony is. I think you just want an excuse to sexually harass someone.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like
In this post-Harvey Weinstein world, if you just sit there and let me sexually harass you.
So after a night of more douchebaggery and taking advantage of unnamed intoxicated chicks, our favorite gang decides to head home.
Even that wasn't as entertaining for me as it used to be, just getting fucked up and just banging some random chick in my buddy's apartment on the couch. I say this now, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna be itching to go out and do the same thing again.
That is not what that itching is trying to tell you.
Yeah, guys, headed back to LA, back to fucking work.
Work. What work? What effort does this man put into anything? Well, I can answer that question with this next video. Who is Danny Mullen?
My name is...
Oh God! That lighting was not doing you any favors. That illuminated the worst parts of your face straight away.
My name is Danny Mullen. I guess I'm a comedian.
Incorrect.
My mission is simple. High quality, original comedy every week.
Let's break that down, shall we? He said high quality, original comedy every week. Starting with high quality, I think I can disprove that with this clip from the last video.
Cinco de Mayo, let's get some tequila. I hate it.
What happened? 2. Original comedy. Now, comedy is subjective, so it's hard to definitively determine what a good joke is. Fortunately for us, Danny tells no jokes, so I can safely say that this is not comedy. He's just trying to shock people. And number 3, every week. Yeah, I would say so. Every video is pretty weak. Boom, got him.
6 years! That's how long I was a broke, undiscovered comedy writer before YouTube gave me a shot. I swabbed tables in restaurants. I cleaned puke in bars. Then I'd go home and study all through the night.
Studying? Yeah, binge watching The Simpsons is studying. You know, all that studying and no downtime. He's a legend. You know, the reason why it's been so long since my last upload is because I've been studying. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, really excited for the new Grand Prix. It's like every single word he says loses value because he said it.
So if you can take a joke, you're welcome here.
And if you can't, don't worry, there aren't any. At this point, you're probably thinking, surely no one can be this terrible all the time. This must be a character. Let's pretend for a moment that it is. In this video, Danny shows footage of Sacha Baron Cohen while he talks about learning from the best, implying that he is one of his influences. Cohen is best known for playing characters that are intentionally unlikable. The differences between his characters and this potential Danny character is that those characters occasionally screw up and face the consequences of their actions. If Danny is a character, then the real person sucks at manipulating the situations around him to make them satisfy the audience. He always gets away scot-free, and he always gets what he wants at the expense of others who seemingly don't deserve it. So he's still not funny, even if this is a character. This is proven best in the 3rd video I selected, I Ruined My High School Reunion. The video starts with Danny yelling in a bathroom while people around him are actively not listening. It reminds me of the guy on the street screaming that the government is reading your thoughts. You can think that, but you should keep it to yourself. Danny's entire life should be kept to himself. However, from this we learn that Danny was his class's prom king. And that's not a joke. He won a contest for being the most likable. Imagine how low the bar must have been. That explains his arrogance and why he always does what he wants. And what he wants to do in this video is ruin his high school reunion. Why? I don't know. How? By being himself.
This is one of my favorite parts of the video.
Sorry. Is he showing us him watching his own video?
It's always a lot of
Tim's girlfriend, a little shaken.
Yes. Yes, he is past Daniel.
It's okay.
Tim, ice in his veins, brushes it right off.
And he does this throughout the entire video. Now there's 2 of them.
Your Lord and Savior is here. Relax, people. Relax, people. Nobody's gonna think this is funny right now.
I could have told you that, and I'm an idiot.
He just filmed your ass.
Oh, good. I have a nice photo.
I'm going for it.
I just trust him.
That's a bad idea. Never trust a man with a mustache. Especially one that's balding.
What do I have to do to get a microphone?
Ask Jim.
Who? Ask who?
Jim.
Who's Chim? Is Chim an Asian man? Is Chim Chinese by any chance?
Who are you?
That woman is a hero.
Yeah, I'm the junior prom king. Hey.
Oh, I wish this video was about her. I wish I was watching something else. I wish a gust of wind would blow those 5 singular hairs off his upper lip. Then, despite alienating everyone and looking like the shiftiest person on the planet, he is given a microphone. He reads a speech he wrote deliberately to offend people, and it works. But as much as I don't want to defend Danny Mullen, this is kind of everyone else's fault. The man is wearing a wolf pelt. Did you need a physical red flag?
Everybody, quiet down.
I'm pretty much just yelling at the audience.
I know! We all know! Just stop! Just stop it all! Do something constructive with your life! Hey guys, just cutting in here to say that in this clip of the video I get a little bit worked up, but don't worry, by the next clip I've all calmed down. That's it. Obviously he gets kicked out, and he has the stupidest grin on his face the whole time pretending he hasn't done anything wrong, and right before we see him get any sort of comeuppance, he fades to black. Stop wasting my time with your personality.
I don't think it was the right crowd. I think you came into our high school reunion where people paid to be here, paid to see each other again after 10 years.
Don't nod, don't pretend you've learned anything.
I get it. I basically forgive everybody for whatever they said to me.
He forgives them. He forgives them for not ducking when he spit in their faces. Danny, What is wrong with you?
Are you able to forgive me for the things I said?
Only because of how long I've known you.
Yeah.
That's called Stockholm Syndrome.
I think I was definitely in the wrong here, but it was funny.
Incorrect. Final video, I raided a private club featuring Danny in a shirt more sleeveless than sleeveless.
You're very confident.
Yeah, I am.
And so, is this your wife, your girlfriend?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay. But I can tell, Jesse, from your confidence that you slayed a lot of pussy back when you were single, when you were young.
I get told I give off the same vibe. And I'm like, Mom.
We used to shoot drugs into each other's butt. You pop the needle right off and just bam. It's called turkey basting.
There's a child in the back of the car hearing about turkey basting for the first time. I'm 22 years old. I'd never heard of turkey basting up until this point. And as a grown man, that made me give up on life. This next part, I'm not even going to show out of respect for the woman involved. What happens is Danny, loving family man, and jerkwad Momoa come across a woman on the street and they ask her to show her breasts for the camera. She says no. Then Danny basically says, I disagree with your argument. Let's debate. She then gets slowly blocked in by these 3 grown men who are throwing money at her, insulting her life as a single mother until she's finally in a state of mind where she does it for her own safety. Look, I don't know the law word for word, but I'm pretty sure that counts as sexual assault. And it has 16,000 likes. That's the moment that made me want to make this video. It's disgusting, it's criminal, and to my knowledge, he got away with it. At this point, I boiled over with rage, so I couldn't come up with jokes that didn't devolve into death threats. He has 200,000 subscribers. You know, some people might accuse me of being jealous, and yeah, I am jealous. I get jealous of everyone. When Alison Brie announced that she was engaged, my first thought was, so close. No, I wasn't. I'm just easily envious. This doesn't change the fact that this man is untalented, destructive, and influential. Bad combo. I think I have a mental picture of who Danny Mullen is after watching all these videos. And it's a sad picture. In many of his videos, Danny talks about comedy from the perspective of a student. So I believe in his younger life, he tried to pursue a career in conventional comedy. But no matter how hard he tried, no matter the quality or the quantity, he couldn't break into that field. So he started to rely on shock tactics to get eyes on him, something that as a comedy student he would be ashamed of. That's why he's constantly drinking in all of his videos. That's why he's always looking for his next hookup. Because he's trying to forget the fact that if his younger self could see him, he'd be embarrassed. And if that is true, Mr. Mullen, then I apologize. I hope you find peace and happiness within you. But I just would like to bring up the fact again that there is a video of him sexually assaulting someone with a group, so maybe burn in hell instead. It's time for a quiz where you, the audience at home, has a chance of winning 1,000 nothings. Here's how the game works. I'm going to list the titles of 3 Danny Mullen videos, but one of them is a fake. All you have to do is guess which one is the fake one. Is it A, Kissing Asian Girls? B, I'm a registered sex offender? C, drinking piss in front of people? You have until Crash Bandicoot finishes dancing to cast your vote. And the answer is A, Kissing Asian Girls. Congratulations to everyone who won this round. Please don't take anything I said out of context. Hottest fan contest? I thought fans were supposed to keep you cool. The name Daniel is a lost cause. It's time to bury it. I've changed my name, and I advise any good Daniels left to do the same. A rising tide lifts all boats, but we all sink when that ocean is being sucked dry by Danny Mullen and DH and all the other Daniels in the world. They just suck, and then Daniel Radcliffe shows up and says, "Oh, don't look so sad, buddy. Zip it, Swiss Army man." Change is a part of life, and it's about time we took that seriously. My name has been Aladdin Blatch. Good night.